My name is John Carpenter, and I'm sitting here today with the one, the only, Rowdy Piper. I have some real good memories of this movie. Oh, we had a great time making it, though, but we had to put in a little bit of pain and suffering to get it done, didn't we? This is kind of an interesting film. This was made during the Reagan years in the United States, and I was trying to say something about it in a science fiction movie, and I was also trying to, I don't know, maybe elevate science fiction and invasion movies a little bit higher than they had been. But you played a man named John Nada. Nada means nothing. But he's very important to our story. He's the guy who uncovers everything that happens. They released this movie in Europe as Invasion Los Angeles. We had some weather and some interesting conditions in downtown Los Angeles.
Like paying the gangs off.
Oh yeah. I met you basically the first time I met you was at WrestleMania 3 in Pontiac, Michigan, the biggest wrestling event of all time. I think it's
93,000 people live and whatever.
It was unbelievable. Situation. Interestingly enough, we opened number one with this film, which was fascinating to me. I was really,
and me too.
Interesting. I thought you brought an authenticity. See, I couldn't see some polished guy. I'll say Robert Redford. You need to have a little bit of street in you to play this role, I thought.
Yeah.
You need to have a little toughness. And this was actually a fact of life back in the 80s. It's improved a great deal now. But a lot of the safety net was cut away and so forth. Keith David is one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
I first worked with him in '82 on The Thing, and subsequently on this. And he's just a terrific guy. You guys were great together. You know what? You've made more movies than I have. I've only made 20.
Yeah, but you made 20 good ones.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Not all of them. Not all. This was a part of I don't know. It's a part of America that some people don't like to see. They don't want to know about it. They don't want to know about these folks, especially the teenage. You know, these teenage homeless kids now. Oh, it's so tough. Some of them haven't had a chance. They're out there. They've been in foster homes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's terrible. Oh yeah, and you guys, we rehearsed not just the later fights. We rehearsed the acting between the two of you. Mm-hmm. I remember one day I sent you guys out and I said, be in your character and go have lunch.
Yes.
And off you went. And you came back and I said, well, what happened? And you said, it was just, we didn't have to say much. There we were together. This movie cost about $4 million to make. This was based on a short story, this whole thing, 8 o'clock in the morning. But I changed it a great deal. The original short story was by Ray Nelson, and it is a guy was sitting in a hypnosis kind of concert, and the hypnotist said, wake up. And he did, and he saw around him that these aliens were in his midst. So it was like, that's how the story started. But I thought, we need to make it a little bit more modern, you know, and slow it down a little. You don't want to find that out too quickly.
Yeah.
When the sunglasses go on, when you find it out, I also had to have a visual way of something startling visually.
How did you find those sunglasses?
I don't really remember, except that you kept putting on sunglasses, and finally that was the one. I don't know. It just looked really cool on you.
It did. Yeah. It did.
Kind of this the old-fashioned Ray-Ban special.
Ray-Ban, big horned, and looks like something you'd see aliens with.
Interesting slow pace in this beginning of this film. It's not like a lot of action movies that you see, because it's taken its time to get where it needs to go. A lot of films like to start in the first 10 minutes. They want to hit you with something big action scene, something blowing up. This was a different gig. We need to know who you are, because you're not going to be playing a cliched character. You're not going to be playing Steven Seagal. You originally came from the neighbor to the north, didn't you, Rod?
Well, I was born in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
Well, you know, the interesting thing about this is a lot of actors can't carry a movie, Roddy, and you did. You know, it was on your shoulders, the whole film. You're doing everything. It's all seen through your eyes. It's tough to carry a film like this because a lot of this is when you see through the eyes of the character, when you're building up something slowly like this, you don't talk it, you don't say it in dialogue. It's how the character reacts to certain things. One thing that I'm impressed with watching it now is how we shot Los Angeles. Los Angeles to me has always been a really beautiful place, even though it's it has its problems. But I fell in love with it when I got here. I just love the architecture. I love it's a desert. It's a desert that we've with water and freeways. It kind of just settled, you know.
Yeah.
But on the edge of everything, that's still slightly dangerous place. LA.
Yes.
It's a really unique place. I remember a story that you told me once. I won't go into too many details.
Yeah, go for it.
About some of your friends in Fresno one night when you had some encounters with the.
How about them Cubs?
I don't remember how many days we shot on this, Roddy. Do you have any idea? 30, 40? 30?
I want to say 6 weeks.
Really? Is that something like that, right?
6 weeks, 5, 6 weeks. Yeah.
You're probably right. But you made the transition all right. You did it all right. You did it okay. And then there's sometimes that you were hurting too. You know, well, you get beat up when you're a wrestler.
Yeah.
So you got a real beat up.
Yeah. So,
It was an interesting thing to step into this world. I remember I went to some video award and Hacksaw Jim Duggan happened to be there.
Oh!
So I was chatting with him. He said, "Hey man, you know Roddy did such a great job in that. That was really cool. You're setting up with the audience something that's nonverbal. It has nothing to do with words. It has to do with you're telling a story without words, which is
international language.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do. I don't want to. I'm not touting myself, but it's a difficult thing to do to get across because you can really get lost if you're not careful. But his world has forever been changed. The world is not like you think it is. Stay asleep, obey, buy, don't question authority. See, and actually, I must tell you, I have this adolescent hatred of authority. I've never gotten over it since I was a kid.
I still got it too.
I can't handle it. So a lot of this comes out of that just hatred of authority. Nowadays, you know, you can do special effects like this really easy, my friend, because if you have the money, they have the digital computer generation, but, you know. In those days, we had to do it the old-fashioned way, which is... Jeff Amata, actually, the stunt coordinator, played every ghoul. Everybody. He played women and men.
Did he play every ghoul?
Every one, yeah. Because he could.
All right, Jeff.
He could fit into the costumes,
and he didn't mind the pumps.
No, not at all. He liked the pumps. Nowadays, you know, alien movies are kind of funny. It's funny now, don't you think?
Yeah,
it's become like the Roswell stuff and all that. It's become like a joke. Yeah. Now, one of the criticisms I got was I shouldn't have let you be a vigilante, but you had to. I mean, you had to fight back. I would. When you're fighting back against the aliens, that's what you were doing. And
so that
I
makes
would
me
too.
a vigilante?
Hey, listen, man, I would do the same thing. If I was your character in your shoes, I'd be doing all of this. All of this. I'd be crazed.